Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Imran Riaz Khan to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Imran Riaz Khan's words. Imran Khan is the only man among current politicians who, the more pressure he faces, the stronger he stands and the more forcefully he responds. And these responses are directed at the military establishment of Pakistan. Now, if you read Imran Khan's recent tweet, you'll realize it's a declaration of war. Imran Khan is saying things no ordinary politician even dares to think of. First, listen to what Imran Khan said. It's very important. This will give you a clear idea of what's happening with him and what his mindset is. Many say there's a deal going on, but yes, what is clear is that Imran Khan wants the establishment to sit down and talk to find a way out, and to stop playing this dirty role. But right now, it's clear that Imran Khan is not making any deal with the military. Someone making a deal would never use such language. Those who say that Imran Khan wants to go back into the army's lap, or that he wants the military to bring him back to power and grant him the same privileges he once had, this isn't the case at all. The reason is this statement. A person making such a statement clearly doesn't want any favors from the military. This is the kind of statement made by someone who wants the army to back off. This is my country. I'll run it. We are the rightful owners. You've forcibly taken over everything. Now look, Pakistan is not under martial law, it's under Asim law. And this is being said from Imran Khan's own Twitter handle. The law of Asim Munir is enforced in the country and the ISI is protecting it. Whatever empowers Asim Munir becomes the law of the land. Asim Munir will sacrifice everything in the country for his own power. This army chief is disgracing the army, just like General Yahya Khan did. Imran Khan has categorically said that the current Field Marshal and Army Chief of Pakistan, Asim Munir, is bringing disgrace to the army just like Yahya Khan once did. Right now, the Senate, National Assembly, Prime Minister and President all are illegal. A fake constitutional court has reduced our seats, something that has never happened in history, where one party's seats are handed over to another. The constitutional courts, where justice should be served, have been taken over by Asim Munir's personal servants. Sikandar Sultan Raja committed a historic election fraud and was extended to protect that rigging. A judge of Islamabad High Court hasn't heard my appeals in 7 months because he too is receiving instructions from Asim Munir. Currently, Asim Munir's law prevails in the country, as if Pakistan is his personal property. The judiciary, institutions and democracy have all been systematically destroyed. Military courts were legitimized. This itself is a vote of no confidence from the judiciary on itself. They're using my wife Bushra Bibi as a tool to break me. But let me make it clear, I will die, but never accept Asim Munir's monarchy. This is the issue, Asim Munir versus Imran Khan. This tweet proves it. I've said this before too. Off the record, when we talk among journalists, we say the same. There's Asim Munir and there's Imran Khan. One is Pakistan's biggest leader, and the other holds the most powerful position. So, the battle is between these two. The rest, Nawaz Sharif, Asif Zardari, are just sheep and goats in between. They hold no real weight. Shahbaz Sharif has been called a half-man by Imran Khan. Mariam Nawaz is irrelevant. Bilawal, poor guy, isn't even in the count. So they are all insignificant. The real fight is Imran Khan versus Asim Munir, and Imran Khan made that very clear in his tweet, I will die but never accept Asim Munir's monarchy. This is a gang that has forcibly seized control of the country. Right now, Pakistan is completely under the control of the Looters and Fools Alliance. The 26th Constitutional Amendment has completely ended the independence of judges. Judges' rulings have no value left. Even a police officer ignores a judge's order. Today, during the hearing, the judge ordered that my family be brought inside from the gate. He paused the proceedings several times, but my family was not let in. This means that police officers no longer respect judicial orders. Our justice system has been completely buried. A country is ruined when an incompetent person is placed in charge, whether of a chair or the nation. Asim Munir has taken charge of both the country and cricket, alongside Mohsin Naqvi. What qualifications do they have? Thanks to Mohsin Naqvi, our test team is now ranked 9th. When such incompetent people are placed in charge, every sector suffers, including sports. Media is revealing huge scandals involving Mohsin Naqvi, how he blew huge sums of money at PCB, at hotels, in luxuries. Those who deal in millions and billions have ruined Pakistan. They say when incompetent people are given power without merit, based only on force, it's extremely dangerous. The torture on me has increased significantly. I'm kept in solitary confinement for 22 hours a day. As I've said before, this is not just a Pakistani law, internationally too. Solitary confinement is a punishment, and it can only be given under court order. Keeping someone alone in a cell is a severe punishment, and cannot be done without judicial approval. Yet Imran Khan is being kept in such conditions without any court order. He says, "I'm kept in solitary for 22 hours. I'm not given books, no newspapers or TV, to keep me cut off from the world." This is a severe violation of human rights, not just locally but globally. Today, after 3 hours of the judge's order, I was given just one book, even though my family has sent over 24 books in the last 1.5 months. Since Superintendent Ghafoor Anjum came, the torture has worsened. It's all being done under his supervision. We want peace in Pakistan. Anyone marching for peace in Pakistan right now, we must show complete solidarity with them. It's been 7 months. I haven't been allowed to speak to my children. That's their right. And I've asked my sons to appeal to international human rights courts. They're not asking America for help, but demanding their own rights. When President Trump came into power, I said, decisions about Pakistan will be made in Pakistan. I've repeated this over and over. Yes, a government came in and claimed they were writing letters, making calls, sending messages. They told overseas Pakistanis who are influential and important, and they shared this. But then, Pakistan's government struck a deal with America, mortgaged the country's interests just to ensure Imran Khan stays in jail. They said, "We'll give you our minerals. We'll support your positions. We'll shape our foreign policy as you wish. Just let us keep Imran Khan imprisoned." They talk about the Abraham Accords. I'll tell you more on that later. We knocked on every door, but no one listened. I called for dialogue only once, and that too with the demand for commissions on November 26 and May 9th. Asim Munir is behind the firing on unarmed citizens on November 26. I say again today, there is no room left for dialogue, because this gang has taken over the entire system. I urge Barrister Gohar, Salman Akram Raja, Ali Amin Gandapur and Junaid Akbar to launch a full-scale movement. The purpose of this movement must be rule of law, justice system reform and constitutional protection. If we don't raise our voices in the streets now, this occupation group will gradually destroy even the parliamentary party. I am standing, you must stand too. This is part of Imran Khan's statement. Now listen to the final paragraph from his Twitter account. Our struggle is our right, because 80% of Pakistan's population is with me. I know that 90% of the rigging happened after polling and before results. I tried for 2 years to bring in electronic voting machines. If we had EVMs on February 8th, the game would have been over. I still say if you want transparent elections, implement EVMs. Rigging will end forever. Imran Khan said all this during his trial at Adiala jail. This shows you how strongly he is standing his ground. One thing we must all accept. If Imran Khan fails to mobilize public pressure, then this military establishment, under Asim Munir, will never let him out, not for 1,000 years. He is facing over 200 to 300 cases. Even if he's sentenced to 1 or 2 years in each, they can keep him in jail for 1,000 years. Before the 26th constitutional amendment, there was still some hope for justice, that maybe he could get out through the legal system. But now, that hope is zero. The only hope left is the power of the people. If the people rise, Imran Khan will be free. If the people rein in the establishment and force them back within constitutional bounds, then Imran Khan will come out, and only then will free and fair elections happen in Pakistan. That is the single biggest task before Pakistanis today. Pakistan is a country of 250 million people. If they even shake things slightly, everything could be fixed. If the Pakistani people decide and act on that decision, then they need to confront the military establishment of Pakistan. Who does MQM, the Muttahida Qawmi movement, have grievances with? The military establishment, the PMLN or Pakistan Muslim League. Nawaz may be in the establishment's lap today, but even they blame the military establishment for their downfall. The Pakistan People's Party, from the murder of Zulfikar Bhutto to the assassination of Benazir Bhutto, and even today, blames the military establishment for everything that has happened. From Bacha Khan until now, the ANP, the Awami National Party, considers the military establishment responsible for all the country's problems. If you exclude a few religious parties, almost every other political party in Pakistan, including PTI, is anti-establishment. Deep down, they all believe the establishment has destroyed them, ruined the system to this point. Today, politicians in Pakistan have no respect. The country is being run solely by one institution with a stick, If the people make one firm decision and corner the establishment, pushing it back into its constitutional limits, Pakistan will survive. Then Imran Khan will be freed, otherwise he won't. And now let me tell you what's currently happening. The 27th Constitutional Amendment is being worked on very rapidly. According to my sources, changes are being made hastily and extensively. There are many matters where the military didn't previously have total control, or where its grip was weak. Now they're working to tighten that grip completely. Through the 27th Amendment, legal minds have been brought in to draft this. Even the government isn't aware of it. Neither Nawaz Sharif nor Zardari, Bilawal, Mariam or Shahbaz Sharif. They have no clue where the draft of the 27th Amendment is being prepared or what it includes. Which laws and constitutional provisions will be violated, what will be changed, and what new things will be inserted. They will just be handed the draft and told, this is the amendment, pass it. And once the 27th Amendment is passed, this country will enter a phase beyond martial law. Something even more extreme, something Imran Khan refers to as Asim law, named after the current army chief. He says this isn't martial law, it's martial law plus. Let's now clarify the lies told about the economy. I'm going to share something with you, and these statistics are official. People who say Pakistan isn't bankrupt or nearing bankruptcy, well, let's look back. In 2022, there weren't strong signs. But in 2023, during Shahbaz Sharif's government, and after Asim Munir became army chief, reports of default started coming in more frequently. The loudest and earliest voice was Khawaja Asif, who said, Pakistan is not heading toward bankruptcy, it is already bankrupt. They tried to blame Imran Khan for this, but God exposed the truth. Official data proved that during Imran Khan's tenure, there were around $16 billion in national reserves. That money belonged to Pakistan, and at that time, there was no threat of default. Remittances were increasing, Pakistan was advancing in the IT sector, production and exports were growing, and tourism was improving. Imran Khan was building better global relationships. Petrol and dollar prices were somewhat controlled, even though international markets were volatile. Despite high global fuel prices, Imran Khan kept domestic prices in check. Then came Asim Munir, who claimed the economy would stabilize within a year. They said, we saved Pakistan from default, but where are the people who used to say Pakistan is defaulting? Asim Munir, you made those statements. But Khawaja Asif, your own senior, said Pakistan is already bankrupt. Now let's talk about how much money Pakistan actually has. The State Bank of Pakistan's reserves at the end of June were $14.5 billion. This is data from 2 weeks ago. But the key thing, that money doesn't belong to Pakistan. Let's break it down. $5 billion from Saudi Arabia kept in the State Bank. Saudi charges 4% interest annually. The money is rolled over every year. $4 billion from China with over 6% interest, $4 billion from the UAE, around $1 to $1.5 billion from private foreign banks with very high interest. That totals around $13 billion, which is not Pakistan's own money. In Imran Khan's era, this wasn't the case. Back then, reserves were actually Pakistan's own funds. So out of $14.5 billion, only about $1.5 billion is truly Pakistan's. Does it make sense for a nuclear country like Pakistan to only own $1.5 billion? That's less than 10% of what Pakistan had under Imran Khan. They've ruined the economy. They're fleeing with Pakistan's money. Massive amounts have already been moved abroad, to Europe, the United States, the United Kingdom and Gulf countries. They've destroyed farmers, labourers and the economy. This is the real story of Pakistan's economy, while they lie and say, we saved it from default. So, how are they running the country? Through fake billing. They charge people for 3 electricity units instead of 1. They're looting the public through inflated gas, electricity, petrol and inflation rates. And at the same time, they're feeding the mafias. They've handed over power to mafias. Let me prove it. Let's take the sugar mafia. They first exported sugar, saying there's too much of it. Now they say there's a shortage and the price is 205 rupees per kilo. So now they'll import sugar. Meanwhile, the mafia hoarded sugar and looted billions from the public. They'll import sugar in November, just when farmers harvest sugarcane. Imported sugar will crash local prices and farmers will suffer again. They've decided to bury the farmer once more. Now, look at cooking oil. Its price in global markets has dropped by 24%, yet in Pakistan it has increased by 45%. So Pakistanis are being cheated out of 30% extra. On every litre, consumers are being charged 150 to 170 rupees more. The mafia has full control over this country, and their thinking is bizarre. While the Western world is recognizing Palestine, news is coming from France that Macron may declare recognition during the United Nations Assembly in September. While the world worries about Gaza's suffering, Pakistan's ministers appear on TV promoting the Abraham Accords. What are the Abraham Accords? They mean recognizing Israel. Can you believe it? The world worries for Palestinians and Gaza, and Pakistan is worried about Israel. When you make such promises, you'll have to act on them too. That wraps up our translation of Imran Riaz Khan's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.